Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Social Shifters podcast. I am Jemiah, and we are here joined by the very special Hannah Appiah of McHan Organics, one of the winners of the special climate category, proudly sponsored by Rathbones, and we're very, very happy to have you here, Hannah. How are you doing, first of all?
I'm doing well, thank
Yeah.
you.
Amazing. I saw some of the sunshine earlier there, and it's still warm in Ghana. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's still warm in Ghana.
Yeah, very very fortunate. I can't quite say the same thing here right now in the UK, but
Sorry.
how I can see the warmth radiating on your face. How do you feel since being once you got the
I
news
oh.
about being a winner?
So when I saw the email, I just jumped and I had to call my mentor and tell
Oh,
her that or text her email that there's a good news in the house. We really won. And I was so excited with my team.
yeah.
We're very excited.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's amazing. I can imagine. So
Yeah.
that's so nice that you said that. You said like you told your mentor. That's a really nice place to start when I actually that your mentor came to your
Yes,
mind and
yes.
then just so how did your mentor kind of help you?
Okay, so it's happened when they gave us the details of my mentors, and I think they even DM me, and they were so happy to have me on board. So I told them about my projects, and they were so devoted and very happy. Though they had a busy schedule, but they were always meeting me every day,
Oh,
and then they're trying to shape up my idea. I have to pitch over and over to them every single day. It was so amazing. They are
oh wow.
so amazing. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
they are very, very amazing.
That's
Yes,
that's definitely going
yes,
above and beyond meeting you every day. That's very special.
yes, yes,
And
definitely,
what's the
definitely.
what was the
Yes.
name of your mentor?
Deborah and Susanna. Yes,
Demora and
Deborah and
Susanna.
Susanna. They
Demora
are
and
so,
Susanna.
so good.
Shout
Yes,
out you two. Yeah, that's
yes,
amazing. Hannah, that is
yes.
very, very special. So, what set you on your path as a social entrepreneur?
Okay, so it all started last year, 2022, and where I'm coming from, you see, I'm struggling to get good connection. I'm coming from the rural area, and I got to know that most of these people are into cocoa farming, and their wives are also not having any work to do, and they're also suffering from malaria, and most of the young ones also having the skin rashes because they are deprived and they do not have enough money to go to the hospital and stuff. So I grew up here, but I had my senior high school at a different town. So when I came for vacation, I was like, no, I think there's a problem here I can solve. So I collaborated with the farmers, and I did a lot of research on the cocoa pod, and I got to know I can actually use this cocoa pod to solve these three problems simultaneously. So it was out of the pain I felt for these women not having job, their children having the skin diseases and stuff, and the cocoa pod causing climate problems. I mean, it's just left over, and it just they are not managing it well. So this is the main reason why I started up this social business called McHan Organics. So that is the origin of the story. Yeah, if you ask me.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing. That's a true entrepreneur there. This guy, if you see a problem, he's trying to tackle the solution. So,
Yeah.
you kind of touched on it there, but like, how would you summarize what McHan Organics does? Like, what would be your summary in your own
Okay.
your elevator pitch if you said,
Okay.
what do you do?
So McHan Organics is a recycling and cosmetic industry that's used to solve the agro-waste crisis facing Ghanaians and even the globe. So
Yes.
we aim to recycle cocoa pod, and we use this pod to produce varieties of cosmetic products.
Okay.
And we do give employment opportunity to women. We also aim to be one of the biggest industry that recycle cocoa pod to reduce or to mitigate climate action here in Ghana or Africa. Yes. So that's what my can organize does.
Oh wow, amazing. No, I love it. I love it. No, that's
Thank
special.
you.
And you've touched on obviously cosmetics. We know there's a lot of what could I say input that goes into making a lot of these cosmetics. So,
Yes.
and you kind of touched on it with the global issue there. Could you like tell us about the importance of the issue that you are tackling?
So first of all, I myself have been a victim. Most of the product that we buy out there, especially the cosmetic products, some of them have been infused with some chemicals. The person
Mm.
will not write it. Sometimes the person will write it, but you might not have even knowledge about it. You just saw the product, it's nice, you bought it, you use it, and you have some problem with your skin. So our product is 100% natural.
I
We are
love it.
using cocoa pod, we are using shea butter, we are using palm oil and other ingredients that are very essential. And we are not ending there. We are infusing it with natural mosquito repellent that aim to prevent mosquito bites and reduce malaria. So our products is not just beneficial to the individual using it, but to the environment. Yes. So that's what sets our own different from the other ones on the market.
Look at that. I'm sitting there smiling as you as you was explaining that because the bit about you said about like the mosquitoes and the repellent and stuff. Like, how did you
Yes.
think about that?
Yes.
What was the idea? How did that just come to you naturally, or was it something that you thought about adding later on down the line?
So I purely started with the cocoa potash. I was just producing cocoa potash for soaps. Then later on, I think in the house I was producing the cocoa potash. A young baby had malaria. And
Okay.
it's purely because they do not have the mosquito repellent, they don't have mosquito nets. So I was like, okay, maybe the person doesn't have money to buy nets. Why don't I infuse this natural mosquito repellent so that whilst you are benefiting from the soap, you are also preventing mosquito bites. So that came in mind and I added it to it.
Oh, so cool. What kind of impact would you say? Because obviously you said you started last year, and it sounds like you've done
Yes.
a lot so far in such a short. So really well done to you and the team. Like,
Thank you.
what's the impact you would say that you've had so far on
Okay.
this pressing, this very important issue that you're speaking on?
So far we've been able to partner with 5 cocoa farmers. They are giving us the cocoa pod and we are increasing their income by giving them money. And then again, we've trained 15 women and we are working with 5 of them, giving them employment, of which every month they get money to send their children to school. Again, we've been able to produce our products. We've been able to make sales. We're also recognized by one of the famous and, should I say, good university here in Ghana called Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We're recognized by the Vice Chancellor that our project was the most innovative project in the year 2022.
Oh
And
wow.
2023, we're also recognized by British Council as one of the innovative projects here in Ghana. So I think these are some of the impact that we've made, yes, so far. Yeah.
Wow, that's some big accolades there. I couldn't even keep up with all of those accolades. So did you say the British Chancellor and the
Yes.
vice, did you say the Vice Chancellor?
Yes. Vice Chancellor
Oh,
of
God.
KNUST, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology here in Ghana. Yes.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
wow. Oh, so talk us through those emotions. How did you and the team feel when you see like how do you even find out about that? Did someone give you a letter? Did they send you an email? Did they call you? How do you even become aware of something like that? Is it
Okay, so first of all, every week, I intentionally sit down to fill forms. I go online, look for applications for startups because I do
yes.
not have enough fund to,
Yes.
bring. Oh, yeah. So I was going around, and most of my friends also will see the application, they will send it to me. I apply some of them, it will go through. Some of them you wouldn't get it. So it was through this application that I saw the IAU, which is sponsored by British Council. The same way I saw the social shifters, I saw it online, and I said,
Okay.
"Great! I think this is the best way or one of the best way to create this impact," and it was amazing. Yeah. So I just intentionally sit down, look for opportunities, and apply.
No, I love that. You're very intentional about
Yes.
what
Yes.
you're trying to do. So how big is your team, by the way?
Okay, we are actually 4.
Nice.
There are 3 females and 1 male, so we are
Okay.
4. But we have a team advisor and production lead, who the lady that taught me how to make the soap. So in order to impart her lives, we've added her to the team, so we are 6. But the main one working on field are 4, and we have advisors too, making 6.
Okay,
And
love
then we
that.
have 5 employees that are working for us, and we pay them.
Oh, nice. Real. So was this your like is this your first like entrepreneurial venture or like organization, company or project that you've worked on? Or have you done stuff before?
Yes. Actually, this is the second one, but this is the one I really focus on.
Okay.
I started with the veg app, and I was trying to solve post-harvest loss by connecting vegetable farmers to ready markets. That's
Nice.
e-commerce.
Yes.
Yes, I was working on that. But then when I came back, like I said, when I came for vacation and I saw the problem here, I think this problem is too huge compared to the post-harvest loss. So the post-harvest loss, I have a team that are working on that one. But this one, I am the main person working on the McHan. Yes. So this is
Okay.
my second project.
So you're like a
Yes.
little serial entrepreneur, aren't you? And we've got teams like tech and stuff. No, I really like that,
Yes.
man. Seriously,
Thank
I'm
you.
always impressed with like entrepreneurs in whichever field or industry they work in because I know which like there's very few places in the world that actually kind of promote like the whole
Yes.
country, the culturally, socially, everyone's just promoting like entrepreneur because it's seen as risky, like, hey, you need to
Yes.
get a
Yes.
safe job, you need to do this is risky. And so when I see people wherever they are, from Ghana to Cambodia to
Yeah.
Colombia, wherever, just trying to make things happen, I'm always super impressed and super. And like your story is really, really cool. So did you say when you came back from vacation, that's where you saw the issue with
Yes.
Mac? Yeah, so
Yes.
where were you on vacation?
Okay. I was in Kumasi. It's still in Ghana,
Yes.
but I schooled there. I'm in Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So on
Yes.
vacation, I came here. So when I
Okay.
was going to second year and during my long vacation, when I came back, I was like, no. And I've not been here for long. That was
Yes.
my, let's say, my third time coming back to the town. So when I came and saw what was happening, I said, no, I think there's opportunity here within the problem. Yes.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, with all of your cool experience, all the stuff that you've been working on, what's the biggest challenge you faced so far with McHan
Okay.
Organics?
Okay. So to be truthful, when I started, my biggest problem was getting funding.
Mm,
Sometimes when you start up something and the investor hasn't seen anything that you are bringing up, the impact, they feel it's not so stable. So I wasn't getting funding. And sometimes the challenge that those already recognized brand are having there, when you're trying to bring your new product, you have to do a lot of marketing.
yeah.
You have to take a lot of strategy, else you wouldn't be able to fit into the market. So
Yeah.
that was my problem. And sometimes to bringing the team together to focus on the mission, since you are the one leading, you have to convince them to also understand your mission and your vision. But for now, I think it's good. Beginning, I was struggling with that. Yes, but now I think it's good.
No, I love
Yes.
that. Amazing.
Yeah.
Out of your entrepreneurial experience or the great endeavors you've gone through so far, Hannah, what are the biggest things you've learned from those challenges you were just speaking about?
Okay. So with what I've learned throughout the whole 1 year of entrepreneurship, I would say that you just first have to learn how to build a good team because it is the team that will support you. You really need a strong team.
Mm,
So I took my time to build a good team. And again, you just also have to, as a founder or the leader, you have to also have an listening ear to listen to your people and then take calculated risks. You shouldn't be afraid to take calculated risks because you have no idea the impact you will make on others' life. Yes.
yeah.
So that's
No,
what I would say.
I love that. You made a really good point there about your team, and I'm the same because really that's what companies are, aren't they? They're a collection of group
Yes.
people coming together to make things happen. And you
Yeah.
spoke about took your time to choose a team. So how did you kind of go through that process as especially like a very like new entrepreneur in terms of finding these
Okay.
your Avengers, as I'll call them? How did you go through that?
Okay. So first of all, I think the first person that joined me, Nicholas, we had gone for a program organized by KIC. It's also for entrepreneurs. So I was just sitting down quietly watching him how he was talking. I was like, okay, I think this guy has something. I think he has some way of thinking, and I like that he has that entrepreneurial spirit. So I approached him. I think he even approached me. He heard about me, what I've been doing, going up and down, trying to get grants, and I was like, okay, I think we can build this company together and make the impact. And he's so selfless. So I first studied him, and I said, okay, then join me. I think the second person, how I got the second person, she's my roommate. So also saw me going up and down, and it was like, Hannah, I want to join your team and make impact. So mostly you just have to study the person and know whether the person has similar vision. If the person doesn't have any interest in entrepreneurship, you're wasting your time if you make him join your team. So sorry
No,
about that.
no problem at all. No, that I like how you said that. So, making sure that they're interested in entrepreneurship, watching them. It's almost something like called like the invisible PR. And it's so funny you said that, like you just sat there and you just watch them and stuff like that. And like that's a great lesson for all of us that our actions in the day-to-day life, whether at work, socially out with friends, they kind of people are observing and watching and
Yes.
certain traits, like
Yes.
you said, will stand out. And yeah, so that's really cool. And you touched on your vision there. So please elaborate on your vision, Hannah. Where do you want McHan Organics to be within, the next 5 years or even 10? Or where ultimately would you like it to go?
Okay, so with a vision, in the
Mm,
next 5 years, I see McCann having a big recycling industry here in Ghana,
love it.
globally recognized that we will
Nice.
be the biggest recycling company here in Ghana, a recycling and cosmetic industry that recycle all the cocoa pod here the Ghanaians produce in other countries,
Yes.
and also employ more people. My aim is giving employment to, I call it 2,000 women rising. So we also
Nice.
aim to give skills training to as many women as we can. Yes, I'm women advocate, so spare me for that if I'm talking about women.
I'm
And
fine. Keep
yes,
keep advocate.
so
It's fine.
yeah, that's the vision. Yeah, so the mission also comes in like how we are going to get to what I've just mentioned, that is getting our small industry in other regions here in Ghana, because not only this place that produce cocoa, we are
Mm.
actually the second most producing country in
In
the
the
whole world,
in the world,
Ghana.
yeah.
Yeah, so we have
And
other regions here. Yeah, we have other regions here that we can actually build our industry and start collecting the raw materials and then producing them. So in the next 5 years, we aim to have other um, industry in other regions here in Ghana and even other countries like Cote d'Ivoire. They also do produce cocoa and stuff. Yes.
are amazing. That is lovely. I actually ironically knew that fact what you said. It was a random fact to quite know unless you're in the industry, but I knew because one of the my closest people was actually Ghanaian and he was trying to
Okay.
look at something with like chocolate and he talking about like Ghana's
Yes.
second biggest
Okay.
cocoa and like talking about Switzerland. Yeah, so really
Yes.
cool fact and that is really cool. And like that's a really impressive vision and with the way you're executing right now, I will not be surprised to see you smash that within that
Oh,
time
thank
period.
you.
So
Thank
I
you.
and I'm actually going to touch on something you said. You spoke about like you're a big advocate of women. Naturally, obviously, you're a woman yourself. But why is that really important to you?
So mostly when you come to Africa, or let me say
Yes.
Ghana, most women are less privileged. I mean, they do not have, I would say when you come to my town here, most of these women follow their husband to the farm. The farmers alone are not getting enough from the farming.
Mm,
They do not have enough money.
mm,
So when a man says sleep, you sleep. You don't have anything to do. They're just in their house. Their daughters are just getting pregnant, teenage pregnancy. They do not have much idea when it comes to education, when it comes to skills training. And these are the things that empower women and women. I mean, these are the things they can use to also help themselves. So I see them to be less privileged and vulnerable. So I feel like,
mm.
okay, I think I can stand in for them, be a role model, get the skills first, and then train them to also have more skills. And I think when they begin getting money from this, they begin getting much awareness on this climate mitigation, they themselves will start picking this cocoa pod and other raw material that are spoiling the environment and start making good use of them. So I think women are they are really important to me though. Yes.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
No, I appreciate that. So, like, that was really nice, Hannah, and what you said there makes a ton of sense. And what I'm thinking is, what do you think it was about your upbringing, your family, your friends, what your experiences that has made you become an entrepreneur? Touch on
Okay.
the back of what you've just said.
Okay, so I would say I didn't really stay with my parent. I stayed with someone at Brekum, origin here in Ghana, and she was an entrepreneur. She sells soaps. So I have always been an entrepreneur, not knowing because I've sold most of the things here in Ghana, plantain. You can just mention. So I think from that time I was learning how to be an entrepreneur, but it was in a harsh way. I was just selling everything every day, not resting. But
Yes.
then when I got to the university and I saw this opportunity, I was like, okay, I think already I'm an entrepreneur. I know how to market. I know how to I have some small skills. So I should just start it all over again and now make it professional. So I think from my background, I have had this entrepreneur skills and then how to go about it. But it wasn't just professional. So I had to go through some leadership training, some entrepreneurship training, and then start everything. Yeah.
No, that's incredible. Very inspiring. No, seriously. And I love that you always went into like try and learn and upskill yourself. Because sometimes we kind of like come out of school or college or even sometimes uni and
Yes.
we think we don't want to or we don't feel like we necessarily need to keep learning. But it's a good mindset. You always seem
Yes.
like you're trying to
Yes.
keep learning and upskilling yourself. And it's a great mindset to have. It's a lesson for everyone. I think so. If you could go back in time and speak to your younger self, your former self, say like a year ago, just before you started your journey,
Okay. Okay.
what one piece of advice would you give to yourself?
Okay. What I would say is start now. Don't waste time.
I
I
love
wish
it.
I have started last 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah,
Start now. People keep saying, "Oh, I'll start next year." I'm waiting
mm,
for the resources.
yes,
I had to save. I'm actually a masterclass scholar,
mm,
so I had to save my stipend that I was receiving every month and start this business. And when you start and you are making something good out of it, the investor will not believe in you. So don't say tomorrow, start now. If you want
yes,
to be an entrepreneur, you start now, but you get a mentor, someone to guide you because
mm,
you don't know much. You might fall. It's good to fail. Yes, you fail. But then when you get a good mentor, build a personal relationship with the person will direct you. I mean, experienced mentor. If it's entrepreneurship, you look for someone in the entrepreneurship field, the person will direct you, then you take it from there. But once again, start now. Don't wait. Yes.
I love that. That was a proper entrepreneur's answer. Start now. Let's do it. Oh yeah, Gary Vee or Grant Cardone would be proud. No, I really appreciate that. Well, no, Hannah, that was everything. And is there any like last thoughts or comments or anything you would like to share that I haven't asked you about? Like,
Yes. So I would like to say that joining Social Shifters has been so amazing. I mean, I never knew I'll go global. It was just a dream coming true. Yeah. So my friends would just call me, Hannah, we saw you on LinkedIn. I think, hey, you're doing well. And whenever my mentor says something good about me, I'll just screenshot it and then show it to the world. And I think it was the best experience ever. And then winning the $5,000, it's going to really help me. Yes, because I've dreamt of always having a machine for my products. I'm using manpower and it wasn't too good. So now when I receive this money, I'm going to use it to buy so many things and improve the business. So my experience with social shifting have been very, very amazing. And my experience throughout this whole year of entrepreneurship has been up and down. Sometimes I have to be in my room and cry because I've wasted some money. Sometimes I have to laugh because I've won $5,000 from social shifters. Yes. So I think it's amazing. Just that you just have to be strong and then find someone to encourage you when you are down. Yeah. So that's what I'll
No,
say.
no, I appreciate that. That's lovely. Thank you. That means a lot. And yeah, that's what it's about. Talented people such as yourself, skilled, professional, desire, hungry,
Yeah. Yeah.
tenacious, so many
Yeah.
fantastic
Yes.
qualities. And I'm so happy for you and the team. And yeah, looking forward to seeing when you get the machine and everything when it comes through
Yes.
and we
Yes.
see all your
Thank
photos and
you.
videos. So
Yes.
which social media platforms, we're going to link them all in our like the description of this podcast and stuff,
Okay.
but like which platforms are you
Okay.
on? Where can we find you? Do you have
Okay.
personal profiles that you do, or do you put everything through McHan Organics social media profiles?
Okay. So on LinkedIn, it's Hannah Appiah, but I put most of the things about McCann on my personal. I'm yet to create McCann Organics its own, but
Yep.
for now, I post everything about McCann Organics on my personal media handle, and that is on LinkedIn is Hannah Appiah, on Facebook is Hannah Appiah, and then on Instagram is I am Nana Esi. It's a local name. I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't know whether
Yeah.
there's a way I can send it to you.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
send it an email, if I'll just basically link all your handles in, so that's fine.
Okay.
So thank you for your time, Hannah, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you for being a social shifter. Anyone watching, tell a friend, please like, share, and
Okay.
subscribe.
If you want to learn more about social shifters and how we can help you to impact the social or environmental issues that matter to you most, subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on Instagram and Spotify.